It's been a moment since I've recorded one of these. Merry Christmas. Whatever you celebrate. I don't know. I don't know who you are. I don't know if you've seen my other two videos. But today I don't feel good. Not physically, I guess, but mentally. I just don't feel the best, you know? I don't get the worth of me. I don't see what people see in me, you know? I just don't understand. You know, I don't see any worth in me. There's no worth to what I do, when I live, how I live. I don't think I've affected anybody's lives. You know? If I disappeared, would anybody really care? You know, I know they would. I know they really would, but I know they would. You know, I know they would care, but there's a part of me that tells myself they wouldn't. For whatever reason, they'd continue on. They wouldn't care. They wouldn't stop. They wouldn't think. They would just, not think about it, just move on. Which hurts to think about that. Like, to think about yourself like that. But I just don't know. I don't know. And again, nothing from my dad. Not a card, not a message, not a Merry Christmas, not a I hope you're doing well. And I don't get why I'm hung up so much on him. He does not care about me. My own father doesn't fucking care for me. Why do I get so hung up on somebody who doesn't even know what I look like now? Oh, my Lord. And it's only sometimes I feel this bad about myself. It's only some days, some nights, it just happens. And I just don't feel good. I don't feel good about myself. Don't feel good about myself in my head. I start to talk to myself worse sometimes. I just don't know. I'd like some help, I guess. I don't know. I gotta get glasses. I have astigmatism in my eyes, I believe. But again, I also haven't had a diagnosis yet. But lights look stringy is the best way I can detail it, especially in the dark, and especially with headlights, like on cars and stuff. Some headlights make me mad. Well, I wouldn't say mad, but they just bother me. Like earlier, there was I couldn't tell if it was a truck or a car in the shadows, but it had such bright headlights and the stringy bits were so long, and it just infuriated me for no reason. I wouldn't say I was mad. It just pissed me off, Okay. I don't know. Where am I going to go in this life? Maybe I'm just scared. Which I know I am. I fear time. I fear change so much. I fear change. I hate it. I hate every moment. Because I don't know. I guess I just like having something to rely on, you know? Familiarity. I guess. Because I hate when things change. When they change so suddenly, it scares me, I guess. Or maybe it's just catching up with me. You know, you don't realize what you lost in the moment, you know? When my dad essentially told me, you know, I have to go to him to ask him to be a dad. And he, you know, when I actually asked to talk to him, you know, no message, no reply, you know, and it hurt a lot. And then I don't know, I guess I never really thought about it until, you know, I turned 11, and it started getting worse, and worse, and worse, and, you know, I just feel bad. I don't know, it feels hard on me, I guess, I don't know. Again, I shouldn't be this stuck up on somebody who, you know, doesn't even know what I currently look like. You know, I've grown. He doesn't know what I look like now, you know? I don't think he would recognize me, you know? I've grown my hair out, you know? I've started growing facial hair and so much fucking body hair. I used to be self-conscious about my body hair, you know? But then, you know, I met somebody who didn't make me feel self-conscious about it, you know? Made me see it as who I am. It's a part of me, you know? It's not something I should be ashamed of. And yet, in the back of my head, I always feel like even they don't love me. Everyone. There's always some little piece of me telling me that no one loves me. There's no reason to love me. You know, that little piece of my head, you know, it tells me, if your own father couldn't love you, why should anybody else? And it hurts, you know, it hurts. It hurts to think about. God, I'm a crybaby. Oh, golly. Alright. I think that's enough for this one, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I have anything else to say today. I just don't feel the best.